those zucchini boats are currently over there staring at me and they really want me to eat them. So I'm just gonna have to not chat too much and not do too many cuts so that I can go enjoy these. Simple Healthy Raw Vegan is now on pre-order. We're going on in January. That's half a year ahead of time because I know that people want Veganuary recipes and this is something that I can give. So it's for you. And by the way, thank you for everyone who bought the Halloween book and I hope you enjoyed the recipes. Evan's Witches news. I am done with everything that I had to do for the newsletters for the first 2 launches and their launch bonuses. And if you want to get the launch bonuses, then sign up. You can go to evanswitches.com and you'll have the link there. Whew. And now I get to tell you about my life. So I was born in 1983. Yeah, I'm 40. I know. I managed to survive so long, so I must have something to say. At least I did like one interesting thing. I was born in Israel. Let's not talk about this right now because I cry a lot right now. And for those of you who know me and see in the last video, I cry for both countries. I just cry a lot. I was there and like as a baby, and then my parents went to the States, and I think this is how I caught the language because I kind of caught it subconsciously. I only spoke it again when I was 7, when we went again. And I think that to me, the experience of living abroad, which happened 3 times before my adulthood, the 3rd time was when I was 16, was very, very shaping because I got to see that people, we're all humanity. There isn't one way to be human, and the cultures between these 2 countries were so different. And I got to learn a lot from that. I got to really see that what matters in one place doesn't matter in another. It's the first Christian country I've been to. So it was the first time I saw Halloween, which we've just had. And this is, I think, something that really stuck with me, that why not be everything? Why not, you know, and this is something that here in the UK you do, like everybody goes to Diwali. Here in Edinburgh there's the spring celebration that is pagan. That is not what it was like growing up. In my early 20s I went alone to New Zealand. And until then, it was just a hiking trip, really. I was interested in nature, but I got such cultural exposure, and also being alone and seeing something very different has really shaped my thinking. So before that, I kind of had my life planned out. I had my first boyfriend. I thought it was quite serious. I knew I wanted to have a certain type of career, which was in music at the time, and for the first time, like when I came back, I wasn't sure anymore. I wasn't sure that that was what was really going to make me happy. I could have been happy with anything as long as I kept to the things that I learned there, to the kind of values that I absorbed, very ecological values. I could go hiking, where I could live. I'm laughing because I have it now. This is the life that I got, but it took 20 years to make it all happen. And I made the huge mistake, which was a blessed mistake. I'm so happy, really, that I went right back to my life and I started doing things like the way I would have done them earlier. And the reason that I am happy that I did it that way is because I know both worlds, and I'm never going to look back and say, you know what, that road not taken thing, really not. I went to the Academy of Music and Dance, and it's some place that, you know, it's quite small. It was lovely. I lived in Jerusalem for 4 years to see what it's like when people are very religious around me, to see what it's like and when everything shuts down on a Saturday and it's quiet, to get to meet people that I don't think I would have ever met anywhere else, and to fall in love with Mozart, to fall in love with Haydn, to learn my voice. It meant the world to me, and I would make a video at some point about how many people told me I would never be able to do it, and then I started feeling like I'm stuck on an island again. I did go for kind of a 1 semester private to study with somebody in New York, and then I came back and I felt this is just not working anymore. Like, I don't want to be in Israel anymore. And not just for a little while. And then someone had this dinner with me who has left, another musician, and he said to me, don't make the mistake of buying a return ticket open for a year. Buy only one ticket. You're going one way so that you know that you're not coming back. And I thought of what he said, and I did it. And I went to Berlin. I was studying with an amazing teacher, Janet Williams, and then I had a couple of other teachers, and officially I was there to work on my voice, but I really wanted to change my life. I worked as an usher in Concerthaus Berlin, and what was nice about that job is that they would also take ushers whenever they needed to the Berliner Philharmoniker, the #1 philharmonic orchestra in the world. I got to see the Berliner for free, which was really nice, and I was so exposed, and I was so immersed in it, and I had a lot of musician friends there, and it was just something that was happening. And one day I said, you know what, I'm sick and tired of waiting to be ready, which is what happens when you learn with people. And I just decided, you know what, here we go. I'm just gonna start auditioning, and I'm gonna go for small church jobs so that I could have a solo career. Because I was told, oh, you have to do this first, and then you have to do that first, and only then can you do this. And I'm like, no. I just want to start doing things. And I think I didn't realize at the time that that was an entrepreneurial mindset already. I had taken 2 economics classes before, and then I took a marketing class. People were laughing at me that like I was doing the traditional things as the hobby and the art things as the job. And then something happened. I was almost there with my voice. I was sort of almost there, and there was like one bit missing, and I contacted a singer that I really just said like, hi, I'm just interested in having a career similar to yours. You did a lot of oratory work, a lot of church work. I like that, it works for me. I would like to know how you got to where you are. It would be nice if you're next in Edinburgh if we could have a business lesson. So apparently there was a CD that I had, and I thought I was writing her, but that particular production was done by 2 different singers. So it was done as a first production and then a different production with the same conductor. And I met the teacher of my life absolutely by mistake, Sibylle Rubens. She is from southern Germany. We met for the best lesson I have ever had, just because on a blue moon you meet the person that you click. It's like love. It's like when you meet your husband, it's like, that's it. And we had very few lessons, and in between I was working with Stuart Emerson, who was at the time the head coach of the Hans Eisler School, the best school in Berlin. And somewhere between that and the follow-up and going for a couple more lessons with her, I really got everything working. I auditioned for a conductor, and I couldn't believe it. I got Haydn's Creation double solo role, which was my favorite piece. And I think I already told you about this. I got the freak out. I was like, oh my goodness, if I commit after this, then I have chosen this as my career. And the day after that was my flight to Oxford to do an MBA. I stayed in the UK afterwards. That was not originally the plan. I thought I would go back to Berlin, and part of it had to do with coming up to Scotland to go hiking, to see the Highlands, and eventually coming up here so many times that I decided I'm staying here. And then I said I'm leaving after a year because I got injured very badly in the storm, and it was really cold, and I couldn't cope, and things weren't really working the way I wanted them to. And then I met my husband, and here we are. I want you to know who I am. I think some of the things that I've done in my life could be inspiring to others. The chances of like 1 to 1 million that someone like me with the experience I had would be able to get into the MBA program at Oxford. I hope I've inspired you in some way, and please do enjoy any recipe that you make, including this one. And if you want to pre-order the book, it's on pre-order now. I'll see you soon.